It is one of the largest homeless populations in the country, and now Los Angeles city officials are facing a pretty big task: get thousands of people off the streets and into shelters within months. It is an order coming from a federal judge as a lawsuit accuses the city and the county of not doing enough to address the problem. NewsNation correspondent Nancy Liu is live in LA tonight with the latest. Nancy.
And Marnie, the homeless problem has plagued this city for decades, so there is skepticism over a judge's order to basically get thousands of people off the streets and into some sort of shelter, really in a matter of months. The city and county of LA have already moved to appeal the ruling while also vowing to solve the crisis. Tents and makeshift structures line every street on Skid Row, where the current homeless population is estimated at more than 2,000. The lawsuit filed by downtown residents, businesses, and community organizations aims to end the crisis once and for all.
Our political leaders have failed us on this issue. They have come to accept the notion that it's okay for our brothers and sisters, Angelenos, to die in tents on the streets of Los Angeles. That's unacceptable, and that's what the judge said in his order.
Federal Judge David Carter dove into the case, visiting Skid Row ahead of his ruling. His order requires the city and county of LA to offer shelter to all women and children on Skid Row within 90 days, and to all others by October 18th.
It is a sweeping order, but I think it gives us an opportunity to have a real meaningful conversation about the myriad of possibilities that funding that's being made available can actually be achieved in terms of helping to solve homelessness.
The judge also ordered that the $1 billion just announced by Mayor Eric Garcetti to address homelessness be placed in escrow so spending can be monitored. The city is fighting that.
Certainly, anything that gets in the way of our speed to put this money out there, absolutely would be something we appeal.
According to the LA Alliance on Human Rights, more than half of the homeless population suffer from mental illness or substance abuse issues. Since the problem is complex, there is skepticism over where and if the homeless will go.
It sounds good on paper, it sounds good for the media, but when it comes down to it, you're not going to be able to do something with these homeless people.
But the pressure is now on local leaders to immediately address Skid Row and the entire problem.
The judge has focused the immediate effort on Skid Row, but this effort, this order is much broader than that, and is going to apply to all the homelessness efforts, not just in the city, but there's more than 66,000 people that are homeless in this county.
And LA County is appealing the judge's order and seeking a suspension of the ruling. An attorney also argues that how public money is spent on services for the homeless is actually a legislative function and not judicial. Live in LA, Nancy Liu, NewsNation.